you know what I'm saying, we love the young QBs. We love all the young cats out here getting their bread. I would never hate on that. We just had a young baby Jordan Love get the richest contract in NFL history. Um, and we're starting to see more of that. More of the next up contracts. We saw Tua get a deal, 212 mil, I believe, which is up there, you know what I'm saying, with the highest in the league. At this point, I don't even think like is Patrick Mahomes even top five? Like I don't even know if he's top five and paid, like getting paid. I don't even know.
He's not.
He like
Like
top 12, I think
He's
now.
top
which
10.
is
He might be a
He's
little
like
lower.
top 10.
insane. This is insane. So Bam, I'm gonna start with you, brother. How do you feel about guys like Jordan Love, who hasn't really accomplished much of anything in the league yet? You know, how do you feel about him getting that contract? Getting that contract.
I want to be kind of impartial because, again, I will never shit on a young black man getting his money, especially when it comes to, these owners that treat, players as indisposable in the business. I will never be like, oh, you shouldn't have gave him that money. I will never fucking do that. But I think for the game of football and just for, QBs that may deserve it, that now they can't get it now, I think it's a bit of an indictment on them because I love Jordan Love. I love him. I'm pretty sure me and a few other people on this podcast, I can't remember exactly, was like, Jordan Love is going to be him, bro. Like, since he got drafted, everybody pretty much knew he was going to be him. It was just a matter of time. That being said, he had a great season last year, but he only really played 8 good games last year, excluding the playoffs. So for him to get 212 million just off of 8 games, off of that small sample size, is it's a little crazy. Do I think he can maintain that level of play? Yes, I do. But is that really a risk you're willing to take when you have so many young guys coming up that need contracts? I think it's a crazy gamble. You might end up with another A-Rod situation. Um, I seen the idea that people said like positions like premium positions like quarterbacks and linebackers and safeties should have like a separate cap away from the rest of the team. I don't know how I feel about that idea. I wonder how y'all feel about it. So we can transition a little bit there because maybe after everybody get their answers, because I'm really curious about that. It may be a solution to these quarterback contracts that people are getting.
I think that's honestly, I think that would be kind of a good solution. In my opinion, I think that would be kind of cool. Like because we always have different position groups that are crying, man, we deserve this money, we deserve this money. You know what I'm saying? The running back group has been very vocal about them getting underpaid for years now. I think that would be kind of cool, but then you also have to like it's still gonna be the same issues. I feel like you're still gonna have your guys that you're outliers that are gonna try to re like define the salary cap. Like I just think that would be open up another can of worms too. Like in theory, it does sound nice. Like okay, like we got y'all on separate cap. Y'all can get paid this amount, and it's like okay, cool. But then you still gonna run into drama regardless, because motherfucker be like, man, they ain't paying me like they supposed to be paying me. We out here taking these hits. Like I'm back here. Nah, bro. I need more. I need more. It's always gonna be more. So and then it's gonna be like, oh, you showing favoritism to them? Why they get a higher cap than us? Like, I don't know, man.
I'm
I'm
also
kind of
the
like
same
on the
token of sometimes teams deserve it. Like the Giants went and gave Daniel Jones 40 million a year, and they deserve all the shit that's coming their way. Because you thought it was a smart idea to let this man reset the QB market. And now you gotta live with the fact that you giving this man 40 million a year. You have to live with that. Like teams that do stupid shit like that, you deserve to not have money to pay other players on your team. Because
that's true.
why would you do that? Like, say for instance, they gave Tua all his money, and Tua go and shit the bed. You deserve to lose Tyreek Hill. Why the fuck would you give him all that money? Like, that's part of how I see it. Like, if a player plays well and you stupid enough to give him that amount of money to break your franchise, you deserve it.
But my thing too, though, that's my thing. As a matter of fact, yeah. After this, I'll let somebody else go. But when you giving Tua $200 million, my thing is, are you giving him the money because you feel like he's worth that, or are you giving him that money to ensure that you keep the star talent in place? Because, in my opinion, I don't think anybody would say Tua is a $212 million worth quarterback. Like, he's good. He's accurate in between, like, short yardage, very accurate. But 200 million it seems like to me they're trying to make sure this is Tariq's guy. This is the guy that he vouched for, the guy that he said was more accurate than Patrick Mahomes, and they want to keep this man happy so that, hey, if Tariq is not here, what we talked about here, 99 overall, if the 99 overall is not here, them butts in them seats is going to be a lot less in that stadium, I feel like. So, like, you have to make that investment. But I just don't know. So I'm gonna open the floor, man. Like, whoever, TK, Gianni, whoever want to go.
Honestly, I'm gonna jump in and say that I think Tua is not worth 212, and I don't think Jordan Love is worth 220. But I understand you have to pay these guys at the end.
Yeah.
But, like, at the end of the day, I just don't think they're worth that. But they can become that if they show progress at some point. But this is what's going to kill those teams because they're not going to be able to keep everyone together. And if you look at now the way now Dak is going to probably get $60 million a year. You're going to see Brock Purdy most likely get, I don't even know, honestly. That's going to be crazy. That's not going to be – I can't imagine Brock Purdy getting like 60, 65 million. I'll laugh at that. Honestly.
He's a Super Bowl quarterback, though. He's been to the
My
Super
thing
Bowl.
My thing is this, bro. Like, as a quarterback, bro, what's the point of even being the best quarterback in the league anymore? Like, I'm genuinely asking y'all this question. Like, I want answers. Like, what's the point of being the best quarterback in the league anymore if they're just throwing out this money to the next man up? Like, I don't understand. Like, you can be a fourth round quarterback, and if a quarterback before you happens to get injured and you step in the starting lineup and you win some games, years down the road, bro, you're going to be the highest paid. Like, bro, we're not even paying Patrick Mahomes is top 10 in yearly salary, bro. Like, dog, do y'all know who the top 3 quarterbacks that making the most money in the league are, bro?
Well, now I know it's Jordan Love for
3.
sure.
2 is 3. Trevor Lawrence is 2. And Jordan Love is 1, bro. The 3 of those 3 quarterbacks that I just named, can you name any of those quarterbacks that reached the Super Bowl or NFC Championship game, bro? Or AFC Championship game, bro?
I can't.
Like, honestly, Roger Goodell, what are we doing, dog? Like, this, honestly, bro, Bam, when I wanted to have this conversation, bro, like, I just had so much to say about this conversation, dog, because honestly, like, Mook just touched on it a little bit, and so did Gianni, bro. When you pay these quarterbacks that, again, I'm going to keep saying this, that are not elite, bro, not barely top 10 quarterbacks, barely top 15 quarterbacks, that you're giving the most money in the NFL, bro. Like, it's not like you're paying them the 10th most in the NFL or the 5th most. You're giving these average quarterbacks who have never even reached a conference championship games, bro. And 4 or 5 year careers, bro. You're giving these dudes the most money in the NFL. For what, bro? What are we doing? When you do that, now you're paying these dudes this money who are going to lose these stars, who are going to lose their wide receivers and their running backs. And you're going to have to lose some offensive line because you can't pay everybody, like Mook and Gianni just said. You can't pay everybody if you're paying a quarterback all this money, bro. And I understand, like, I'm not, like Bam said, I'm not a hater either, bro. I'm not a casual. I understand that the quarterback is the most important position in all of sports. I'm going to say all of sports, bro. I'm not even going to say football. The quarterback is the most important position in all of sports. I get that, bro. But what's wrong with going up to Tua, bro, and being like, look, Tua, I understand what the market is, that, you know what I'm saying, these dudes are making this much money, but I personally think you're worth 40, 45 million a year. I'm not going to pay you 53 million, 54 million a year and make you the highest paid quarterback, because I don't believe that you're a Patrick Mahomes or a Lamar Jackson or a Josh Allen or a Burrow. Like, I don't believe you're any of those quarterbacks, bro. So why would I pay you that type of money when I believe that you're a quarterback who is worth this much? Just because you're the next man up? Fuck that, bro. There needs to be a GM that steps up, bro. Honestly, the next man up. I don't give a fuck who it is. Dak, no, Dak deserves his money. I'm not even gonna hit on Dak. Dak is honestly, he's one of those guys that I believe is next man up because of the year that he just came off of. That's literally all. That's the only reason why. So if that gets his 60 million, okay. So let's move on to who's after that. I think after that is Purdy. Okay, so let's talk about Purdy, right? So next year it's Purdy's turn to get paid. Kyle Shanahan, first of all, we've seen this motherfucker get to a Super Bowl with Jimmy G, and this dude barely threw the football in the playoffs. Kyle Shanahan is like that. I'm just gonna say that first of all. So you mean to tell me, Kyle Shanahan, why don't you be the guy to step up, bro? Go to your quarterback, Brock Purdy, who'll be like, look, dude, I was the only dude that was willing to even pick you up in the NFL draft, bro. You were the Mr. Irrelevant last pick in the draft. I took a chance on you. I turned you into what you are. You feel me? We got George Kittle here. We got Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, who we're trying to keep. We got Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. I'm willing to pay you 40, 45 million a year. I'm not willing to pay you willing to make you the highest paid quarterback in the league, because, like I said, the quarterback's not the same.
No.
I don't believe you're that. So, Mook, what does Purdy do at that situation? For
Walk away.
a guy like Kyle Shanahan,
walks,
who I just said, are you gonna walk? Then fine, you take a chance and walk. But if that's what it takes to honestly get this shit back to where the fuck it needs to be, because Mook, our wide receiver, bro, CeeDee Lamb is fighting for a contract right now. Justin Jefferson had to fight for his contract, bro. These are the elite of the elite at their position, at the wide receiver position, bro. These dudes had to fight for contracts. Christian McCaffrey, he's one of those dudes. He got his money. Derrick Henry had to fight for his money at one point. Like, these, I'm naming top 5 at their position. Why do they have to fight for money, but these quarterbacks who are literally average don't, bro?
Yeah.
Like, bro, am I tripping, dog? Like,
nah, and I get your point.
Nah, you make a great point, but I have to give you this.
Too, though.
I got to give you the flip side of it. Imagine how slippery of a slope that is for owners and players. Because imagine you go, like you said, I personally don't think Brock Purdy is worth 50, 58, 60 million. I personally believe that. I agree.
Yeah.
But imagine you go to Brock Purdy or let's say, for instance, fuck Brock Purdy. Imagine somebody go to Dak. Imagine Jerry Jones go to Dak and once again says, I don't believe you're worth 60 million. And he walks. Imagine a precedent that sets for other GMs. And now we back to the Stone Age where he was with players before. Now owners will start blatantly telling people, you're not worth this, you're not worth that. And say you go to somebody that's actually worth that. Now we fucked. Now owners feel like they got that job power.
But Bam and Mook,
here's my question. What's wrong with getting paid what you're worth, bro? Like, why do you have to get paid what the next man up is getting paid, even though you're nothing close to? But let's say Patrick Mahomes was the number one paid, right? What's wrong with going to Purdy and saying, look, Patrick Mahomes is the best fucking quarterback I've ever seen with my eyes? I don't think you're that at all whatsoever. No disrespect. He's making what he's making. Let's say it's 60 million. But I personally think I'm okay with paying you 40, 45 million. I think we're totally okay with that. What's wrong with getting paid what you're worth, bro?
Well, one, that's a bad example with Patrick Mahomes. He set his contract up like that. It was his choice to spread that out for 10 years, 100 million.
Trevor Lawrence. Okay, no, Trevor Lawrence is back because he's trash. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is the second. He's number 3 on the list. So let's say he's making 51 million. So let's say he goes to him. Let's say Kyle Shanahan goes to Purdy with that. Then what? I don't think
Joe Burrow been hurt the past 2 years.
But Joe Burrow has been to a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow has beaten Patrick Mahomes twice in the playoffs. Like, bro, I'm just saying, dog.
But he ain't played. And A just gonna bring that up.
That's fair
Agents
too.
are going to bring that, and that's going to be a huge red line when it comes to contract negotiation. He hasn't played. He's coming off a major injury that could impact his future. You need to give me that money. You need to give me that security.
Yeah, we don't
Again,
even
I'm
know if
not
he can
justifying
throw
that.
the
I'm just
ball.
saying how agents negotiate these contracts.
I get you. I hear you. I hear you.
But that's
Somebody
the
got
thing
to
Like,
step
too.
up though.
When you talk about like Brock Purdy too, Brock is kind of like in the same. I'm not gonna say he's on the same caliber or talent level as Burrow, but like we've seen guys that have this talent surrounded them and not be able to get there, not be able to do anything, not be able to truly look like they can really be that guy. Brock is a special case. Like, yeah, we got Kyle Shanahan that makes you look good. We got Debo, we got Ayuk, we got CMC, we got Kittle. But I think Brock, one of the things that I liked about Brock was his ability to keep his poise and still make the pressure, make the throws under pressure. Be able to just do things and like just surpass that. So like he's pulling up with that. And I think like in his position, I don't think that he will be the kind that will walk because we hear the stories all the time. This dude was like still staying with his parents. His contract was like $100K, 45 mil. Dude, where do I sign? Like that's the kind of thing that I feel like from Brock. But when you look at guys like Dak, who are on Gelo said this, even though I don't really agree. You're on America's team. You are the face of the Dallas Cowboys, pretty much, beside Michael Parsons. You are the face of the Dallas Cowboys. So in his eyes, and then him being able to, okay, I've done this in this season. We've had great regular season success. It has not translated, but I feel like he's definitely going to be more in the market to be like, yeah, command his weight, throw his weight around. Brock Purdy, I don't think anybody is paying that crazy outlandish ass price. I know people have said he's going to be like the highest paid quarterback ever. He's going to surpass Jordan Love. I don't see it because, yeah, he's accurate, but like he's a system QB. He is literally a game manager who excels with elite talent around him. Guys like Dak, I think it's iffy, but the only thing that is because his brand is so much bigger than Brock. There's like anything beneath this number, I gotta go. Just off the
yeah.
principle, I can't stay here. Like off the principle, you sitting here
Well,
gonna
besides the
undersell me
fact that again, I want to see Gelo suffer.
for sure.
I
Okay.
definitely think Dak
Definitely.
deserves that contract. Right?
Yeah,
He deserves it. Like he has carried them for a minute. Like,
bro. I think it's kind of disingenuous that people are like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody hate the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. You got guys like freaking Trevor Lawrence out here making crazy bread. I saw this dude blow one of the craziest leads ever in a playoff setting. Like, that's gotta mean something. And he still got his bread. So people sitting here are gonna talk crap on Dak. You're gonna talk crap on Jordan Love, who beat Dak and put up a great fight in the playoffs, I must say. I just feel like, yeah, at a certain point, where we got to stop paying these guys just this buku money off of potential. We got to go off the amount of work that they've actually put in. It doesn't make sense that Jordan Love is getting paid the highest contract ever. But
No, it doesn't.
like at the same point, like guys like Dak, you have this guy where last season he was an MVP caliber player. Like there's levels to it. And I feel like there should be some type of system where it's like, okay, you have been putting in the work. You have something to show for it. You had a great season that hasn't just been one season where 8 games got you 220 mil. Like I
Like
don't know, it's gotta be
like
something
Mook,
put in
why not
place.
give him a Kirk Cousins contract, 3 years, 180 million or whatever it was.
Literally,
Like
some
you
slight.
pay 8
Like,
games. That's what I think that's what you're worth. You're not worth to be the highest fucking paid quarterback in the
yeah,
league because you are next up and played 8 games. Like,
yeah,
come on, bro. What are we doing? And I love Jordan Love too, just like Bam and Mook, bro. Like I'm a Jordan
yeah,
Love fan, but like we got to stop this shit, bro. Because it comes to like me. I have a rookie quarterback, Bo Nix. what happens if Bo Nix is average for these 4 years, but because he's the
Oof.
next man up, I'm paying him $80 million a year.
Oh my
I
God.
will kill myself. I will literally kill myself, bro. Like, I'm not even playing.
This man,
I think
Tolu, if you want to talk, just talk, nigga. This is not a classroom, bro.
I pressed it on accident. I was good.
Oh,
I was
okay.
about to say what you say.
No, I pressed it on accident.
I think you have to blame. You kind of got to blame owners that jumped the gun too early, as well. You want to blame anybody for this quarterback situation? Blame the fucking Browns.
Oh,
The
my
Browns
God.
are the catalyst
Oh
for what
my
we saying now.
God.
You gave that man $230 million guaranteed. Of
Fully
course, quarterbacks
guaranteed.
want to be like, look at this man. He's ass. He's always hurt. Of course, I deserve something in that ballpark. Of course, no GM is going to give anybody else $230 million fully guaranteed ever again. Nobody's
Fully
ever going to do that.
guaranteed.
But they gonna come damn near close. When you look
Yeah.
at fucking Deshaun Watson,
I
you
mean-
either gonna give me that ballpark or I'm going to walk.
They got like 190.
And I
and
wouldn't
the rest
blame
is
them.
guaranteed.
Lamar
The rest is
Jackson.
acceptance.
Lamar Jackson had to fight for his life for his contract, but Trevor Lawrence can wake up on a Tuesday afternoon and become the second highest paid quarterback in the league for doing absolutely nothing, bro.
And
Like,
what's
that's where
crazy
we
is
are.
if Lamar asked for a fully guaranteed contract, I would fucking give it to him.
Yeah.
I would
I
fucking
don't blame
give it to him.
He's one of. That's what I'm saying. Back, and it goes back to my question, Mook, of what I said earlier. What is the point of being elite anymore, bro?
Yeah.
If everybody is just going to make this money because they're a quarterback on a team,
And
like, I don't
that's more
understand,
of a talking. That's more of a talking point at this point. Like at the point, like, yeah, who's the most elite quarterback? You can't even go by like, oh well, he got the biggest contract. We know he top dog. Like everybody got the same contract, bro. Like everybody got the same thing. I'm looking at guys
ridiculous,
getting
bro.
paid. I was looking at the guy. I'm looking at Patrick Mahomes, who is like, as much as it kills me to say, he is the best QB in the league. He is like, and I say that with Lamar behind him slightly, but the dude has put in the work. He has Super Bowls to show for it. He has Super Bowl MVPs to show for it. He has regular season MVPs to show for it. The dude is, I think, one of the toughest roads to a Super Bowl win ever last year. Like, he has things put in place. Like, okay, the lore of Patrick Mahomes grows every year. How the hell is he not number one in contract when it's contract time? And I get it. He's a team first guy. He said it before. He's going for legacy. He doesn't care about the money. To hell with that. We need to set a precedent.
I just feel like if somebody says a quarterback's name to you, and they ask you a question, why does this quarterback deserve to be the highest paid? And you don't immediately come up with an answer like for a guy like Lamar and Burrow and Mahomes and Allen and guys like that, I can answer immediately, bro. That's easy, bro, because he does this better and he does this well. But like for Trevor Lawrence, what can you say? He has nice hair. I mean, his hair is pretty fucking cool, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what I can say about Jordan Love. He had a great 8 games. Like, how does that sound? You had a great 8 games. You deserve to be the highest paid player in the NFL. What?
I'm curious to see how long did it take A-Rod to get his contract after he took over. I'm really curious, but I know it's a different time. Like, I'm really curious, like, why they're trying to just. I get it. You want to. This is my guy. We're gonna go for it. It's Jordan Love, but I don't know. It just seems a little bit too just a little bit too like early. Just a little too early. I know he's gonna eventually be worth it, but.
Remember the era where Jay Cutler was the highest paid quarterback, making $50 million a year, bro. Now these motherfuckers making over $200 million a year, bro.
Jesus Christ, Jay Cutler. My God.
And brought up Jay Cutler, bro. Oh my God.
Nah, because it was a topic. At one point, he was the highest paid quarterback for the Bears when they gave him that brand new contract. It was like record breaking. No quarterback had ever gotten it, and now they've tripled that, bro.
Yeah, that's Daniel Jones money now.
Exactly.
That's literally Daniel Jones money. That's Daniel Jones money.
Not
for real, bro.